Hey there folks, it's Yaken here from Trendground. Alright, so in this video, we are going to test out the OnePlus Nord 3 Genshin Impact gameplay. Alright, so here it is, the OnePlus Nord 3 and a little bit details of the device. So this device is powered by the Dimensity 9000 chipset, paired along with 16 gigs of RAM. There's 256 gigabytes of internal storage. I think the specification here is almost a flagship killer, despite OnePlus is calling it a mid-ranger. Okay, alright, so let's check out the game settings first. Okay, so I'm actually using the highest custom settings. So why I say highest custom settings is because everything is set to the highest as possible, 60 frames per second, but I turn off motion blur and bloom in order to sustain a better frame rate gameplay over here, because I believe these two settings is not actually necessary for the game to use on if you want a stable frame rate. Okay, so that's the game setting. Let me just turn off the music volume, and yeah, yep, basically that's the gameplay. I have turned on the game engine's FPS and the GPU and CPU status. So let us just go and play Genshin Impact right now. Okay, initial gameplay, I have to tell you that yeah, you actually don't really notice like some of the frame rate drops. You notice like it sometimes drops like to 58, 57, 56 frame rates per second. Yeah, you actually don't really notice it much. Not bad. Like again, I say in terms of like normal gameplay, you don't really actually notice like the frame rates actually like kind of fluctuating a little bit. You see, it's actually like hitting 56 frames per second, but you don't really notice it. So the display here and the audio also is actually quite good. Okay, let me see. Let me just put it into the highest brightness on this display over here. Yeah, this is the max of it, which I think is good. To be honest, if you actually playing it on the device itself and you look onto the display, it's actually very smooth gameplay. No joke about that. Not bad, gameplay is not bad. I think, let me head back to the statue. Yeah, definitely, like again I say, you don't really notice the frame rate drops and so on. And yeah, you can see like sometimes it drops until to the 55, 40s. You don't really notice it. And you don't really feel like stutters as well, which I think is a good specification to play Genshin Impact over here. Yeah, gameplay is fantastically good, surprisingly. Actually, to be honest, it's not really surprisingly, because it is using a flagship chipset. Okay, now in terms of thermal wise, I would have to say it's warm. It's generally warm, especially on the top part over here. Yeah, my left hand notice it much more, even more. At the bottom part here, yeah, not too much. Mainly it's only warm on this part area. Yeah, so if you are going to game it for a long period of time, I highly suggest you to use a case. And also do remember that I'm actually playing this game not in a air-conditioned room. I'm actually just using a normal fan to blow it up around the surrounding of the room. So it might be affecting a little bit in terms of the thermal, okay? Yeah, and you also do notice like the GPU and the CPU is actually really worked up to the maximum, especially during the battles. You can see that it hits 100% most of the time during the battles. So I think overall here, gameplay not bad. If you want to buy the OnePlus Nord 3 for Genshin Impact, I say go ahead, go and get them. It's really good. And yeah, as you can see, it can just run with the highest settings without any issue. But only main gripe I think is just the warmness of it. Yeah, so I'm Ken. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you stay tuned on this YouTube channel, and if you're still new, head over to the subscribe button and tap onto it. Follow us on social media, drop some comment, and I'll see you guys on the next one, alright?